day. Got the days right this time around. And you new around here? Hi, I'm Purple Lightning One, and you are about to enter the storm. And if you're not new, welcome back. Alrighty, guys. Chill day today. Good morning, or well, good after. How's your day, Star Lord? And how are you, Hierarchy? What's going on? Got your little hydration right here for you. Okie dokie. Planning on being here for a little bit today. I've been thinking a little bit lately about my schedule. I don't know. I've been doing what is it, like 2 streams a day for 5 months now. Yeah, about 5 months now. And when it works, I like it, but I kind of think I should stream. I don't want to say a little bit longer, but maybe combine the 2, take the 7 and the 11 and bring them closer together in the middle. I don't know. Been thinking about it. We had to pedal the bike to the grocery store. Oh, sheesh. Yeah. Just hopping back into Apex. You know what, Hierarchy? Are you playing solo right now? Hold on. Actually, I realized 1, hair still wet. So it's slightly uncomfortable in these headphones. 2, they don't have my spectacles. I find myself about to squint to look at what game you speaking about? Or well, what trailer? What does that side eye emoji look like? Oh, you're in a ring. All right, never mind. You can have that. Ignore those sounds in the background. It's not what you think. Ignore those sounds in the background. It's not what you think.
Hello there.
Hi. Hi, Kate Bizzle. All right, what's... Let's see what's going on over here. Oh, okay. I was like, is this Amika? Oh, it's gonna release on all platforms. Oh, Madison. Oh yeah, Hierarchy, you're 100% right. We don't have to play. We don't have to do rank. I'm not built for rank. That's who I am. You know, the last time I played Apex was the last time we played Apex together. How long ago was that? Was that September? It feels like it. $2021. What do you mean 2022? I don't know why this slightly reminds me of some Evil Within type situation. The little hallway part. Or maybe reminiscent. I swear there's a game that I've watched people play that I know it's not this, but it looked a lot like this. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sold on it. Like, I know with horror games, there's only so much that can be done to give it like, I'll say something new, but like I feel like this has been done so much before. Does that make sense? Like, I'm gonna find out what game I'm thinking about. There's a game that's kind of, at least parts of it are like similar to that. It looks like that. Can't put my finger on it, but it's like it's not. I I, I just really wish Silent Hills would have been able to be a thing. Then I'd know I'd have that concrete horror game I can always turn to when I need one. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like when it comes out, I'll watch a little bit of like other people play it or something. But it doesn't. I think it kind of feels like whatever the other game that I was playing. Um, it's giving me the same kind of vibes. I can't think what it's called. It's is it Infliction? I know it's not the like same play style or anything like that, but it seems like it'll be kind of like Infliction, or even like what was it? Visage, however you said the name of that game, something like that. GP, what's going on, man? How are ya? Like it's one of those though. Like I think I need another like not really shoot 'em up horror game, but kind of like I need another Evil Within, or like I really don't want Capcom to remake Resident Evil 4 like they did with 2 and 3. Don't get me wrong, Resident Evil 2 was fantastic. Like the remake, I oh so freaking love that game. I played it so much. And I've actually thought about playing it again because I think Resident Evil 2 was one of the first games that I streamed, but that was like way back when I had no schedule, no one watched, and it fell off because, you know, I wasn't like affiliated or anything, so it just disappeared off the internet. But Resident Evil 2 was, oh my gosh. And I remember I was so excited for Resident Evil 3 and it sucked. It was such a disappointment. So I'm scared. I don't want them to touch Resident Evil 4 at all. I've played Fear before. Fear and Fear 3. I never owned Fear 2. But I had a friend, well, I had some friends who I think they had all of them, and I played on theirs. It was really entertaining because they were terrified of it, and I was like, oh, this is cool. They were like, what do you mean this is cool? It's like, yeah, you know, almost cool, you know. It's not really like that scary. They're like, what? I'm like, it's not that scary. But yeah, what's the spoiler? Like, what is it just the backstory of the game or something, or is it like it's very similar to something else? Oh, okay. I feel like I don't know. I know there are some really good indie horror games out there. I don't feel like digging through and finding them myself. And then on top of that, they can definitely be hit or miss. Like, um, you know, like my way of vetting horror games is like I watch people play some of it, you know. Yeah, I know it spoils some of the parts of the game, but like gone are the days where I'm like, oh, this looks cool, bye, because I realize I've wasted so much money. And this isn't just like with indie games, like this is like new games too. Like Battlefield 2042 was absolutely the last game that I will ever pre-order. Like that ruined pre-ordering games for me. And you know, even things I'm very excited about, I refuse to pre-order. Like you have to give me some crazy incentives for me to pre-order another game again. Like Battlefield 2042 ruined pre-ordering anything for me ever again. And Summer 54 was, I mean, it was really good. I did enjoy that. Yeah, like, you know, I used to be someone like back in the like Assassin's, like the early days of Assassin's Creed. Like after the first one came out, I pre-ordered every Assassin's Creed. Then I stopped with Assassin's Creed 4 because I hated that. That was like it wasn't the worst Assassin's Creed, but it was my least favorite one out of the ones that I bought. And like I stopped buying them after 4 because Rogue wasn't worth it. And then what was the other one? There's Rogue and there was another one. Whatever. But Syndicate was like, I played Black Flag and then I didn't buy Assassin's Creed for a few years and I got Syndicate. And I was like, oh, this one's actually a good one to come back on. Like it kind of restores hope in the game. Then what was that? What was that, the Syndicate? The Origins with Bayek? Can't remember. I think so. Unity, that's what it was. Unity was booty. I hated it. It was trash. I never bought it. I'm glad I didn't. But like, again, had a friend who had it. And I was like, oh, let me see. And I was like, oh no, this is dog water. But Syndicate, and then I got Origins. And then I was so disappointed with Origins, I never finished it. And if you know me, when I don't finish a game, you know, like I love to play a game from start to finish, just be like, ah. But Syndicate was not trash. Origins was doing too much. And I think Origins was the start of the way Assassin's Creed is now. Like Origins was the first one that has that, I don't know, play style, I guess. Like, you know, like they switched the mechanics and stuff, and like every, like the last 3 Assassin's Creeds, maybe it's 2. Cause what was it? It's Origins, then there's oh gosh, Odyssey, and then Valhalla. And like I hated Odyssey. I did not finish it. I didn't even get like halfway through that game, and I was like, I can't play this. Like I don't like this game. And at that point, I was like, I'm not even gonna give Valhalla the time of day. Like, at that point, I'm like, it's you know, dead to me. I mean, Origin, it had like the story was interesting, and I couldn't get through with it. Like, it's just I felt like there's so a game can't have too much going on to distract me from the main story. Like the playthrough. Wait, also I don't know why your thunderclap didn't go. Make sure that's connected. I apologize for you wasting 2,500 points. That saddens me. But yeah, like crap, what was I about to say? You darn it. I forgot what I was saying. I lost my train of thought. My bad. Okay, my bad. It wasn't connected. Sorry. It should be working now. Sorry, I realized it wasn't on. I apologize. It gotten disconnected. But yeah, like, oh, I think that's what it was. So like with the older Assassin's Creed, like, yes, there are side missions and side stories that you have, but like getting to the main story, you don't have to deviate too far. And like what I think I started to not like was, okay, to get to the next part in the main story, you have to do so many side missions, and then you kind of like unlock the next part of the story. And it's like at that point, I'm like, I'm I'm playing this like it's GTA now. Like I'm just here offing people. Like I don't what's the story anymore? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like I understand like you gotta level up, you gotta learn these skills, but it's like, give me an option that's I'm still on main story, but have it be like, oh hey, go over here and train with this guy. It's a part of the main story, but he offers you a side mission. If you want to like deviate, you can go do that. But if not, you can stay on this on like the main story. And it's oh gosh, ugh. But yeah, I got really annoyed with that. I hope they don't make it. Well, I mean, at this point, I don't care about the Assassin's Creed like series anymore. I mean, I have my aces, the trilogy. You already know Ezio, best part of the entire Assassin's Creed storyline ever. That'll always be held near and dear to my heart. But any other new Assassin's Creed, like I don't care about the series anymore. So whatever they do with it, that's on them. I'm not in that fandom anymore. Yeah, Valhalla because it came on the next month. Yeah, it's like I don't know. Like I understand you evolve games, you change them, but it's like it doesn't feel like Assassin's Creed anymore, or at least it's there's too much going on. Like Odyssey, we have to like go and conquer the different. Bro, I was so over that. I was so over it. As soon as I got to Athens, I was like, here's your game back. I don't want it. I borrowed it from Trademark. I was like, you can here. No. Don't worry about me trying to play this anymore. It's deleted from my Xbox. Oh gosh. If Far Cry 5, I mean, honestly, it's the only Far Cry so far that I care anything about. The more I think about it, the more I don't like Far Cry 4. The more I think about it, the more I don't like whatever the New Dawn. I mean, granted, I didn't like get too far into it, but it's just maybe like my attention, like a game story has to either capture my attention immediately, like off, like at the beginning of the story has to be so like, you know what I mean? Like it has to grab me and make me interested for me to be like, okay, like even when it gets slow, I still want to play. If the game starts off slow and it can't grab my attention when it's slow, I don't like. Yeah, it'll build up eventually, but when is the eventually? I don't want to be bored. And it's like, that's how I feel about New Dawn. And Far Cry 4, it was just, I don't know. I may replay 5 on like a harder difficulty. Sorry about that. But yeah, Vikings and Assassins don't make sense to you. Yeah, I really hate that they didn't take the path. I understand. I mean, I can understand why they avoided it, but like, I would have much rather them kind of going through like how the storyline was with the trilogy, of course, until Desmond died. But they could have. I wish they would have made it like you get the Italian Renaissance, and then what was it? Was it Civil War with 3? Yeah, it was Civil War, right? I don't remember. I forgot which war. I forgot which time period that took place. Assassin's Creed 3 with Connor. That one actually wasn't bad. A lot of people didn't like it, but story was different because Desmond wasn't there, but it still held some of the Assassin's Creed 2 feel. It was like they were kind of playing around with it to dabble into some other stuff, but they still had the same kind of feel, so I didn't mind that. Or with pirates, it was just so random. I wish they would have like either progressed to more modern times, like the Industrial Revolution was really cool, which is why I liked Syndicate. But play one more hierarchy, play one more game, and then I'll hop in with you. I realize I'm not ready. I'm gonna type in conversation. It's really, really spicy. But yeah, I wish they would have just made it either like modern, like kept getting it more like closer to modern times, or gone down the path of like, because they were in Europe, then they came to America. Go to Asia. You're afraid? Go to Asia. Assassins, come on. Perfect. I think it would have been really cool. Like, I think it would have been really cool to embark, like, go to Asia. Like, it doesn't have to be Japan or Korea, but, like, just go to Asia. Assassins, like, come on now. But then, nope. I mean, going to Africa it was cool. But, like, yeah, I'm like, they were already in America, so, like, just keep going. Keep going that way. Came from here, you went there, go keep going. How do you skip over all of Asia and then go to Africa and then go back to Europe? Yeah, I was like, where was the next one? You go back, like how do you just Yeah, it was like to go back to London, then hop over. Where does Valhalla even take place at? I think historically, I don't know. Like, I don't remember where Vikings existed. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just like, you lost me. Like, there was so much potential, and then you kind of threw it. You kind of threw it expeditiously. And I was disappointed at that point. I mean, going to India, anything other than like Vikings and Greece. Because, like, I remember, and like I said, I never finished Origins. I definitely didn't finish Odyssey, and I didn't even play Valhalla. But, like, do they still have that high level of, like, historical realism tied into it? Or is it more just game now, and, like, the historical parts are just landmarks? Yeah. Like, there were so many cool parts in like the older Assassin's Creed games, and it was like my sister, she was a history major, no, history minor. I think she was like a double minor anyway. Book nerd. She was like a history minor and Spanish minor or whatever, but like she enjoyed watching me play Assassin's Creed. Like, she would buy me every Assassin's Creed that would come out up until 4. I think she pre-ordered 4, and I was like, don't buy me anymore. This game sucks. It was like, I don't even like watching it anymore. And I was like, it's not the same. But she was like, oh, that's really cool because, like, that's a real person, and, like, this is a real place, and, like, this big event really happened here during this time. It's like, but the game adds like a little twist to make it like, fiction, but it's like real locations. It really looks like this. Like, oh yeah, this, like, I've seen this and da, da, da. And I'm like, that's cool, because I'm like, wow, like, history. But then it was just like, oh, well, now I'm a pirate. I found someone's assassin's guard. Now I'm an assassin. It's like, bro, what? Not after I watched Altair get his finger chopped off and go through all of the, like, hardships to join this, and Ezio lose everything he ever loved, and like his hardships, and then some guy just finds the stuff and puts it on and using it. Like, no, it's like that made me mad. I was like, I don't care how much Edward, I don't care how much Edward, whatever he did to eventually buy the trust of the assassins. I don't even know what happens. Like, I didn't finish the game, but I was like, this is stupid to me, man. Like, disgusted. Yeah, like, they had plenty of opportunity. Honestly, they could have not made Black Flag. I made an Asian assassin somewhere in Asia, and honestly, I would have been probably would be still on the game series, at least up until Rogue came out, and I was like, mm-mm. Yeah, I remember the side-scrolling game, and I was mad. I was like, why would you make it a side-scrolling game? Put the effort in and make it like an actual biggest. Because like I was like, ooh. When I heard about it, I was like gassed. And then it was like, it's a 2D scroller. I was like, why? Like it could have been way more. But they were like, all right, here's little Asia. And just threw some little crumbs to it. And they were like, all right, Europe again. And then Europe again. And then Europe again. Maybe Africa, but then more Europe. It's like, chill out. There are more places in the world. I'm not saying don't go to Europe, but like calm down. Go somewhere else. Then come back. I almost would have rather them go up to the Netherlands or something. Something different. Something. Even if they would have had like gone back, to like the Mayan civilization, that would have been cool. I would prefer that than Odyssey. Well, Odyssey had potential. I wasn't feeling it, I understand it's a French company, but like, yeah, and honestly, I think that's about where I stopped when they like mentioned the Caribbean, and I was like, "That's cool." I didn't care anymore because I absolutely hated the like ship mechanics. Like that was my least favorite part of the entire game. And then when they were making it be a really big deal, I was like, I don't play this anymore. Like I don't even. And I know a lot of people are like, "Oh my gosh, that was the best part. I love the pirate ships." I didn't. Give me a horse. Give me land. I'm saying, like, I'm not trying to sit here for no hour in a ship fighting some pirate chotch that ran up on the back of me. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm trying to get to my mission. Yeah, in 3 it put a sour taste in my mouth, and in 4 I was like, I don't care about it because I still don't like it. What's going on? Stay drunk. How goes it? I was just really upset at that point. I was like, I don't care about this game. ID, what's up? We're talking about how Assassin's Creed fell off as a game series. They had such good momentum, and then 4 came out. Assassin's Creed 4, flop. And what was it? Unity, flop. See, now I can remember Unity. What's the other one? It was the French, the one in France, and the other one were like garbage. Unity and Rogue. There we go. Boo boo. Okay. Well, in my opinion, I know no one asked, but in my opinion, the first 3, play those and literally not play any other ones perfectly fine. Syndicate wasn't bad. Yeah, like Unity was focused. So Unity was focused on the multiplayer aspect, and it was just weird. Like in terms of playing with your friends, that's cool, but the story wasn't feeling it. Assassin's Creed, it wasn't 2. What was it? Brotherhood. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is one that had that online. No, I think 2 did have online. One of the 2 or Brotherhood, I forgot, was like the first one that added like an online aspect where you can play like multiplayer. And I did play that for a little bit. It was fun here and there, but it got kind of old because it was just like team versus team, and it was just, run, hide, survive, don't die. Which it's cool, but you have some like super musty people because that just exists in every game that has an online. It has like online co-op or whatever. But to make an entire game that's basically based on that, I'm just like, yeah, I was like, the Ezio trilogy was the best part of the Assassin's Creed series, and is the best part of the Assassin's Creed series to date. Valhalla, like I said, I had no interest in buying it. I have no interest in looking at any gameplay in it because Odyssey literally was a nail in the coffin, like was the final nail in the coffin for the series for me. I absolutely hated Odyssey. Origins was fun. I couldn't get through it because I just kept getting distracted with all these side missions that you have to do, and like I just didn't care about the story anymore. I think you'll enjoy it, ID. Like starting from the beginning. Plus, you can build your own opinion of it, but um, beginning with Altair, um, fantastic story. Ezio trilogy, the best part in the entire series. 2 Brotherhood Revelations. Even though Brotherhood should have been DLC and not a standalone game, I still stand by that statement. It was still really good. Still better than the other games they've released in the past 5 years. But I played. Oh, okay, so it's kind of its own thing. I guess that makes sense. Cause like, I bought Black Flag and I never finished it. I was really mad at the story, and I didn't like how like, at least in the first half of the game, like 80% of the game is on a ship, and I absolutely hated that mechanic. Like I did not like being on a pirate, like on a ship, and they made me do that. And I was like, I don't like it. I don't want to play it anymore. But like Syndicate was a nice kind of step back in because, you know, like with Unity and Rogue, it kind of left that feel and went back. Like it kind of was reminded me of the like Ezio trilogy a little bit, like the way that it played. And it was cool to have options between the 2 siblings. Like you can either kind of follow Evie or follow Jacob. Like that was really cool. But I understand why people like weren't a big fan of that one. But like I said, because I took a break, I didn't play Rogue or Unity, or I didn't buy Rogue or Unity. And I watched gameplay, and it just what I wasn't interested. Syndicate pulled you back in pretty well. And then I had Origins, and again, like I said, it was too much going on. It felt more like GTA than anything, and I was like, you're losing me. And then Odyssey, I was like annoyed. I was like, official, the series is dead to me now. They have fallen off in my eyes. So that's just the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. All in all, I guess the series started out really strong, and I wish they went to other places. Yeah, I mean, like I said, maybe Odyssey got better toward the end or something. I wasn't feeling it. And then again, I didn't buy Valhalla. I haven't played Valhalla. I haven't really seen too much gameplay of it either, so Odyssey wasn't on the cover for me. It sounds like anything after that. Like it has to be the most compelling gameplay, the compelling videos from this game for me to even consider touching another Assassin's Creed, or at least a recent Assassin's Creed, ever again. You know, like if they maybe make one out of Asia somewhere, I'd be like, oh, okay, I might poke at this. I might this maybe something worth investigating. But as long as they're where they are in the location wise, I'm just like, kind of like what Star Lord said, like, you know, Ghost of Tsushima kind of snatched that from them. If they ever touch anything in that regards, then they'll have to compete with that, you know. Also, Hierarchy, are you still in the mix, bro? Guess I can be down to be made a fool of in that one game.